Hi, I'm meteorologist TJ Del Santo. We continue to monitor this rain and wind storm that's working across the area. You've probably been woken up by some of the strong winds out there. You can see this line of very heavy rain that's currently working through Connecticut. That's expected to work its way through Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts over the next several hours. Not only heavy rain there, but we're looking at easily some gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour. We've seen rainfall totals pretty impressive already. Westerly, about an inch. Somerset, about an inch and a half. Providence, in the city, about 2 inches. West Warwick picked up more than 3 inches of rain. Wind gusts so far. Connecticut light off Warwick, 65 mile an hour gusts so far. Quonset Point, 53 mile an hour gusts. The airport, 51. Cumberland gusted to 50, and Fall River, it's gusted to 48 miles an hour. The river levels right now, this is being recorded at 2 a.m. The Patuxent's already getting pretty swollen, up to 8.1 feet. Flood stage is at 9. We'll likely reach flood stage this morning. Woonasquatucket continues to rise, as does the Blackstone, the Wood, the Pawcatuck River, all expected to reach flood stage at some point today. We'll monitor that situation closely. As we go through the next several hours, we're going to be seeing that line of very heavy rain and strong damaging wind gusts pushing through the area by 6 a.m. Probably by 5 a.m. This is all gone. It'll still be gusty even at that time, but the worst of the rain and wind will be gone. Could be a couple of passing showers as we go through the daytime today, but we're looking at much quieter conditions for your Wednesday and even into your Thursday. All right, here's the situation. High wind warning. Southeasterly gust to 65 miles an hour. Providence on off to the south and east, even inland areas. Although you're in a wind advisory, would not surprise me you see gusts in excess of 50 miles an hour. The wind gust forecast, gusting 50 to 55, especially down near the south coast of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. This is at 2:30 in the morning. We'll be seeing some gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour. As we take you through the morning hours, notice after 6 a.m., those strong gusts are gone, but we'll likely have a number of power outages across the area. We'll be tracking that through the morning on 12 News this morning. The wind gust forecast. This is for the Providence area, 3 a.m. gusting to 60 miles an hour. And as you go through the day, the winds remain gusty from the southwest, but not nearly as strong as what we'll be seeing during the overnight hours. Best chance for power outages, Providence on off to the south, north, and west of the city. Just a slight chance of seeing some power outages. We also have flood warnings in effect. That area in red, that means that flooding is expected or imminent. Remember, never attempt to cross a flooded roadway. Rainfall forecast. We are still expecting to see 2 to 4 inches of rain as we go through the daytime today. Coastal flood warning. That's something else that we're going to be turning our attention to through the morning hours. Around Narragansett Bay, south coast of Rhode Island, Bristol County, Massachusetts, coastal flooding is expected around the time of high tide. These strong winds be pushing the water right up against the coast and right up Narragansett Bay. High tide in Providence, 6:45, Narragansett about 6:30, Newport about 6:23 over in the New Bedford area, including Westport, Dartmouth, about 20 minutes to 7. So we are expecting to see coastal flooding as we go through the morning hours. Give it 2 hours either side of that high tide time. So kind of in a nutshell, 2 to 4 inches expected, street, poor drainage, river flooding expected. Winds gusting in excess of 60 miles an hour from the southeast, then they'll shift into the southwest and still gust 30 to 40 miles an hour through the day. Expect wind damage and outages, minor to moderate coastal flooding expected around that time of high tide. So for today, once we kick out the storminess, it's going to be a little quieter. Gusty winds still, maybe a shower or two. Temperatures around 50. We'll be watching the rivers throughout the rest of the day. For tonight, lows down to about 30 degrees. This is Wednesday night and into Thursday morning, partly cloudy, a little colder. For tomorrow, we are expecting cool and dry weather with sunshine, temperatures topping out at around 44. Once we get past tomorrow, we'll turn our attention to yet another storm. Maybe some more rain, an inch plus possible Friday night into Saturday morning. Could be some gusty winds as well. Very active weather pattern continues. Even could be another storm next week, although that could be snow. We'll be taking a look at that and the full 7-day forecast, including all the impacts associated with this rain and windstorm coming up on 12 News this morning, beginning at 4:30.